And welcome. We are doing things a little differently this time, changing up the format of the show a little bit. So we are actually going to do the sponsor read right now, and that sponsor is Kingdom of Comics, the Kingdom of Comics shop down in Melbourne, Florida, at 4320 South Babcock Street in beautiful Melbourne, Florida. You can find them at facebook.com/Kingdom of Comics shop. Make sure you put the 2 S's in there. Don't be a bad speller like me, because you will not be able to find them and you'll get all pissed off. So Jason and Paula, the owners of Kingdom of Comics, are an amazing group of people that have been some big supporters of mine with the art stuff, with the graphic design stuff, and now the podcast. They are official sponsors till the end of the year of Back Talk with Bauer, and I greatly appreciate it. If you are looking for new comics, if you're looking for an authorized CGC dealer, toys, graphic novels, rare collectibles, pops, statues, back issues, and more, you can find it at Kingdom of Comics. On Fridays, there's half off any beer with the purchase of a trade paperback or graphic novel. Make sure to ask about the drinks to go deals. They got some great events coming up here in the next couple of weeks. I know on the 19th, I believe, they're doing a ugly sweater Christmas party, so make sure to check that out. They are also doing, they also have this week, Tuesday, today is the new comic book day. They get their whole big shipment of comics, and there was a ton of comics on their table this week on their social media posts. But the big one that I was supposed to talk about is King in Black by Donnie Cates. I think I really got to learn how to write better. But apparently it's been a big, huge storyline that's been going on in Marvel Comics for a while now, and it's starting to pay off. The first comic has dropped, and it's apparently the symbiote god is going to invade Earth. So make sure to head over to Kingdom of Comics and check them out. And big shout out to Kingdom of Comics. Thank you so much for sponsoring the show. And if you want to support Back Talk with Bauer, support my sponsors. I'd greatly appreciate it. Yeah, we're doing great on this live read already. All right, let's just hit the intro and get things. That's right. It is Tuesday night. It is 7 p.m. Eastern, other times at other standards and all that. And it is time for another episode of Back Talk with Bauer. I am Josh J. Bauer Art, the host of this crazy mess I call a show. And we're coming to you live from Orlando, Florida. I've got some amazing guests tonight. We are chatting about what it is to be a Christmas movie, what kind of entails to be a Christmas movie. Is certain movies a Christmas movie? I'm looking at you, Die Hard. We know it's on the internet all the time, and we're gonna beat it to death tonight. But yeah, we are gonna get things going. It is episode number 32. I have to learn how to work my new iPad that I just bought because I got to make the screen time last longer. But yeah, episode number 32. If you liked the video at the beginning of this, if you liked the artwork behind me, if you liked the logo right here, and you need anything like that, or want to purchase some artwork, or just support me because I'm an amazing, awesome, no, that's a lie, I'm an okay guy, please head over to, oh my god, we're losing people left and right. Ryan just died. But head over to jbauerart.com. You can check out my entire portfolio of artwork of, oh good, Ryan's not dead. You can check out the portfolio of artwork, graphic design stuff, videos, including the Lights Thunder Action intro that I just created and shared on all of my social media network. So please check that out. 2 quick shout outs, because we're trying to do things a little bit differently now. We gave Kingdom of Comics their shout out and the sponsorship shout out at the beginning of the show. But I want to shout out Happy Trails Animal Rescue. Please look them up. Please go and donate some stuff, even if it's sending some cash their way to help keep their company going and keeping them running. They've been hit a little hard with COVID, and they need some more donations to help. They're an awesome animal rescue that helps rehabilitate dogs that have issues and are not, always good boys and all that stuff. So they're really amazing. And then a shout out to It's All Fine and Dandy, a awesome podcast that I have worked with a couple of times over the past year or so. I think it's only been a year, but it feels like 10. Thanks, 2020. But shout out to It's All Fine and Dandy. They are doing basically a shout out to creative folks, independent creative folks like myself, and I am on their list of people to share and chat about every week. So I wanted to give them a shout out in return. And then last but not least, this week's shirt is brought to you by Deli Fresh Threads. Biggie, big shout out to you, sir. I hope your sale went well over the weekend, but you can still get your sandwich related t-shirts from Deli Fresh Threads at any time. So go and check out Deli Fresh Threads. Get this awesome one and support amazing people like that. And then we got to throw it out there since I got it in today. I got my Lights Thunder Action podcast shirt, the HWWS network. I am part of it. What's up? Hey, Joey. Good to see you, sir. We'll bring you on in just a few. But I am part of the HWWS WebTV network. It is a giant network of independently owned creators, podcasters, shows, shit shows. I don't even know. We have a little bit of everything. And we've got on board tonight Ryan from Nerd Culture. We have Lights Thunder Action, Back Talk with Bauer, Hanging with Web Show, The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS, Saturday Morning Cartoons, and Kevin and Mia are coming back. The main event with Kevin and Mia are coming back, and they will actually be my guests on the very first episode of 2021, Season 2 of Back Talk with Bauer, right at the beginning of January. I want to say it's January 5th. So, yeah, that is all the plugs. Hopefully it was fast enough for you. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Let's get this shit show on the road. So, like I said at the beginning of the episode, we're going to chat about some Christmas movies. Now, don't worry. Oh, yeah, no problem, Joey. Now, don't worry. We're not stealing Brian Winslow and Reels and Heels stuff. I came up with the idea, and then I saw his post and went, shit. But mine's a little bit different. I want to really dive in on what makes a Christmas movie, what you really need to have a Christmas movie, have in it to make it a Christmas movie. And then I found a couple of cool lists that basically they give their reasons why it shouldn't be a Christmas movie. So we're going to get into that. I just forgot to switch over to the comments, but hello, everybody. Let's see. We've got Kyle Nunez all the way from Holland. GW Pomichter, the guy that runs all the stuff at Hanging with Web Show and HWWS WebTV. Good to see you. Brian Winslow. Now Joey died. I'm like, all my guests are like coming and going. It's a fun night. It must be my show because it's just becoming a giant pile of shit. So it's 1 a.m. in Holland. Why the hell are you up, Kyle Nunez? I'm not that important. There's a replay, sir. But yeah, so let's bring on my guests. Most of these guys you have seen already. But I can't wait to bring them on. We have the one, the only, the artist extraordinaire, Eric Pabon. Hello, sir.
Hey,
how are you?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
Good. Before I bring everybody else, because this was actually supposed to be an episode of promoting creators, and then I called an audible because you were the only one that wanted to do it. So where can everybody find your amazing artwork real quick?
Thank you, man. Go to Art of Eric Pabon, PABON.com. Anything you need. I will say this, it's a little busy now, so I don't know if I can get you in before the holidays, but custom art, prints, commissions, all that kind of good stuff. Yeah, hit me up.
I'm getting yelled at by Pop.
Uh-oh. I remember Pop.
Hey, I'm getting yelled at why I didn't invite him. So yeah, Pop may be joining us. We'll see. But yeah, make sure to check out Eric Pabon's amazing artwork. I have one of his shirts. I just found the sticker pack from Tom and Dan of all your amazing stuff. So that'll actually be going on my new iPad's cover once I get that.
Oh, that's an honor, man.
Oh yes. We will be sharing pictures of that soon. And then you and I need to chat soon because I think I need a secondary logo of Back Talk with Bauer for the new year. So we will be chatting about that very soon. Let me get Pop's invite here. Ruining the show. No, the show was already ruined before I started it. Let's see who else we got. We got Silver Cool. Hello, thank you for popping in, sir. I believe it's sir. We'll go with that. But they haven't seen me in a while. You used to catch me on Facebook, so I greatly appreciate you hopping on. All right, let's get the rest of the guests on. We got the one, the only Ryan Permison from Nerd Culture. Hello, sir. How are you?
Well, hello there. No, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I'm happy to be here. The holiday season is in full swing, and as our friends Charlie Brown and the gang like to tell us, Christmas time is here. Yeah. So I'm ready to go, man. Let's talk about something that is or maybe isn't a holiday movie. Let's get into that. And by the way, Eric, it's good to meet you, man. When you mention the word artwork, I'm gonna have to get in touch with you later.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right, Joey, you ready, sir?
Cool. How to log in and create an account, and why is my background so bland as hell?
You need to buy some artwork from me, sir, and we could.
I need to.
You know, we'll get you custom paintings and all that stuff.
Because I have on the other walls where the exciting, I have so many wires. Screw it. I got a whole bunch of cool stuff on that wall. That's the one that's got all the comic books and everything.
Oh yeah. But
I got this all. I was recording piano today, so I have piano on the other side, and it's a rat's nest of junk right now, so I'll figure it out later. So what's up, fam? It's great to hang out with y'all. Thanks for letting me come and sit at the cool kids table for once.
Of course, man. Thank you so much for taking time to hop on the show. You guys should know Joey Mazzant. He's been on like 3 or 4 times now, and we did the awesome live painting thing last month. That was just last month, right? It feels like 3 years ago.
Really? I don't know. It might as well be March, dude. I don't know what month it is.
But yeah, so we are chatting. We're chatting not directly Christmas movies. We are chatting more of what makes a movie a Christmas movie. And then I've got a list of different Christmas movies. So we got lots to talk about. So my first question to all you guys is for you personally, and this is going to be everybody's personal thing. It's not like we're not polling the world or anything like that. It's more of like a personal feel. So if you don't like it, get the hell out. But everybody's got their own opinions on everything and their own versions, their own list of movies to watch for Christmas. So Eric, we will start with you. What makes a movie a Christmas movie? Like, what do you need into it to go, yep, that's a Christmas movie?
Listen, man, the bar's super low for me. If it's snowing and there's like, twinkly light in there, it's a pass, man. Gremlins, Batman Returns, all Christmas movies to me.
Okay, I'm in. All right, yeah. And we got one more.
Even better, if someone's singing in the background, if it's in the soundtrack at all, musically, if you got a Silent Night, you're in.
All right. So actually saying that, my wife and I were kind of going through the list. There may be a couple more movies that you agree with that are Christmas movies. But let's invite the last minute guest, the one, the only. Are we calling you Christmas Pop this time?
Naughty.
Oh, gosh.
Naughty. Naughty.
What is going on here?
Definitely naughty. They're all naughty.
I mean, you came to the naughtiest show on the network, which sounds very kinky, but I mean, it's definitely true. But welcome, GW Pomichter. I love that you put GW Pop. That is awesome.
There you go.
It is in the work very soon.
How is everybody doing this fine evening?
Good.
Doing well. Just didn't expect to see you here, but all right, let's roll with that.
All right, so
Pop is always watching.
By the way, that's a scary thought that just entered my mind. Thanks for bringing that up.
Yep, it's terrifying. It's just as terrifying as Santa Claus always watching. And on both, I am on the naughty list on both, so it definitely works.
Pop, Santa Claus, God, it's all scary.
But Ryan, so you're the movie buff of our group and the movie expert. So what makes a movie a Christmas movie?
Oh boy, well it's certainly not a Hallmark movie. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, sorry to the millions of fans who are watching this. We just lost.
I had to watch like 4 this weekend.
It's all good, man. The things we do for family around here. But I'll tell you what. If I see some festivals going on, like there's a holiday, Christmas music festival. If I see a group of people singing together, like carolers, for example, that's one thing.
Okay.
But it's also, if there's a tree up, that's cool, and a little bit of music here and there. But the biggest thing that makes it a Christmas movie is that you feel it. You feel it in your, feel it in your heart. You feel it in your bones. So to me, it's more so of a feeling than what's on the screen. Like anybody could put snow in a movie. Anybody could put up a tree in a movie, right? But when you feel it, when you feel that you're in the holiday season, in the holiday spirit, that's when it's a Christmas movie, at least for me, anyway.
Okay, so I feel your bar's a little bit higher than Eric's. You're the highest bar so far.
Just
I
a
think
bit
Eric's is
higher
on the
than
floor.
Eric's.
That's fair.
If the movie has a wreath in the garbage can, I think it still counts for Eric's.
Well, 'cause here's the thing. You got to think about this practically. It's harder to film in the snow, whether it's real or fake, than it is to film in the sunshine. So I give them points for even attempting it.
That's true.
All right. So, Joey, sir, how about you? What makes a movie a Christmas movie for you?
To set the bar even lower than Eric's, I'm actually more on his side. The only Christmas movie that I really even liked was The Grinch, because we have similar feelings of the holiday season.
Okay.
But what makes a Christmas movie, to quote the great Mel Brooks, merchandising? I want to see Christmas the soda. I want to see Christmas the present. I want to see Christmas the billboard. I want to see Arnold Schwarzenegger or a token buff rock star crash through Christmas the sign, Christmas the stained glass window. Are you drinking Schafferhofer? I love you, bro.
I love you too.
I recognize that.
But this relationship is it's taken off, man.
Oh,
Joey, I gotta say, you earwormed me real bad on that Tom and Dan Weird Job Wednesday song, brother.
Oh God, I'm sorry. And which one?
Weird Job. You're gonna make me a cappella here. This is not my. I'm sitting in my house, just doing chores, and all of a sudden, you know what I'm talking about? It's a Weird Job Wednesday.
Was it because the one that everybody's been hitting me up about is the one where Tom goes, I think Joey wrote that song.
That's the one. That's the one.
Yeah, it's AJR Bang.
Yeah, that's it.
So
that's it.
I play 13 instruments, but piano's the one I've been playing for 32 years. 30. How old am I? God, I'm ancient. 33 years. So I can take any song and transpose it to piano. I do it a lot with Metallica, Pantera. I've hung out with a bass player of Five Finger Death Punch before, so I do a couple of their songs. And that one I heard, and I'm like, I can do that. And when I did it, I love them because they give me love while simultaneously doo-dooing all over my vision, and I get a kick out of it.
That's the definition of Tom and Dan.
Yes. So thank you very much for that. I appreciate it, Eric. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So
when it comes to a Christmas movie, man, I'm not a Christmas guy. Like, I'll watch it, I'll appreciate it, but like, I like The Grinch because he and I are on a very similar path of destruction.
I'm glad we brought Joey in because I feel like he'll shit on movies as much as I will.
Yes,
so,
I'll keep you all in check. I'll showing you love.
Into it.
Yeah, Joey, who hurt you?
Did Santa not bring you the piano you wanted?
Did you not get the PS5 last week?
Ryan, I look at a guy like you. We can't all be pretty. Some of us have to work for it. All right.
So now, if Joey is ancient at 33,
which I'm
33 right
38. God bless you. I'm 38.
Oh, you're 38. Okay.
Oh, you're 38.
Yeah, bro, I'm almost
40. I just turned 33 this year. What does
this make Pop?
What movies make Pop? Well,
a relic.
Isn't Garrett like 68, pushing 72?
A relic.
Very true.
Wow.
I just thought
I love that you just gave him credit for like playing the piano since birth.
That's awesome, though. To play the
there.
piano was an amazing skill.
He came out with a piano. He was like, "Yeah, baby."
5 years old.
Here.
I was 5 years old. That's all I wanted to do.
Nice.
There you go.
Nice.
So, Pop, what do you look in for when you're looking at a movie? What makes a movie a Christmas movie for you?
All right, so I think I kind of would fall into the trap of if it's set at Christmas, if it's set during the time period. In some cases, but really, I mean, if you want to be a Christmas movie, it is something that touches on those themes. To me, it's a movie that touches on the themes that Christmas itself touches on as an entity. There's a reason, I love that everybody hit a different thing, like merchandising. Okay, well, merchandising is important. It's an important part of the holiday season right now, especially. There's a reason for that, though. There's a reason why that was able to be done. You can't commercialize something that's not commercial in its very nature. So there's a reason why that happens. And if you're in a film and you touch on the themes that have made those things possible, I think that makes it a Christmas movie. And I think some of the most debatable Christmas movies, some of the big internet debates on Christmas movies, I think are caused because people either fail to see or have seen those themes in movies where they either didn't exist or they did exist and people didn't notice them for other reasons, maybe, for the action, for the environment, for whatever, but those themes existed. And so to me, that's what makes it Christmas. It's like any other form of storytelling. If you're going to tell a story about Christmas, then you have to tell a story about Christmas, not a story that takes place at Christmas. There are tons of stories that take place at Christmas,
Right.
That are not necessarily Christmas stories. And again, a good Christmas movie doesn't have to hit you over the head with those themes. It lets you figure it out. Right. If I had to tell you what my theme is, I didn't do a very good job making a film.
Very true.
There are college professors I haven't had such a deep conversation with.
Like, holy shit. That's why we only bring on Pop on so many shows.
That's why we bring on the 80-year-old Santa.
Yeah, when you bring on the old guy, you get stuffy answers or whatever. I just as a quick aside though, Josh, if you don't mind me giving a personal plug real quick.
Oh, for sure.
Those of you that want to know what those themes are, or think you want to know what those themes are, or don't care what I just said but want to know why I said it, they're on HWWS WebTV News on our website. You can find a brand new post today answering the famous 1898 question: is there a Santa Claus? And you can actually get those answers from someone who thinks he knows. Maybe. I don't know.
Keyword thinks.
Keyword.
Yes.
I'm supposed to direct you all. Hold on. You got to go get the camera. You got to go up. Josh, in deference to you this Christmas. No, upward, not the actual webcam. Up. Nope, not that. Hold on a minute, guys. I'm going to take charge of this really quick.
There's too many cooks in the kitchen.
If you look above on the set, y'all will notice, in deference to Josh, the Christmas llama garland.
Oh, geez.
That is currently dangling from the set.
Very nice.
Yes. So
I love the set, guys. It looks fantastic.
I love the set.
Thank you very much. We're Christmasizing a little bit the set. I love the holidays. Unlike some of the,
unlike Joey over here. Jeez.
No. Joey would just give me the fucking piano and get out of my way, guys.
I have it set up where Santa Claus and the Grinch are on the bottom, right next to each other.
I love it.
Great.
Now, isn't that perfection, John?
Naughty.
Yeah, I looked the wrong way. It's that way.
Yeah.
Which way are you going, Josh?
Complicated because I'm like, who's who? It's very.
All right, keep it going. I'm feeling naked. I got to get a background. I'm going to turn this thing around.
Oh my god!
So
waiting to the 11th hour. You gotta love
and you want to know why he's on the naughty list?
Exactly. He's not getting a PS5 or the Xbox, whatever the heck that other system.
There we go.
I
there
don't
we go.
Look at that.
Painting in the middle there, Joey, and it would look perfect.
I
agree.
Look at all those graded comics.
So yeah, all right. So we've kind of
I'm ready.
For myself, I always forget to answer the question myself. But for myself, I always feel like it depends on how much Christmas is involved in the plot. I think if you could take the movie and subtract Christmas and you still have the movie, if it's a Christmas movie, is kind of questionable. Because if the movie can still happen without Christmas or not, but then if you really think about it, because Bunny and I were having this conversation before the show, she goes, if you really think about it, you could technically subtract Christmas from every movie. And I'm like, shut the hell up. But anyways, so yeah, I really think it goes with how much is integrated into the plot, how much you see it in the background. And so I think my bar is kind of middle. We've got Joey and Eric towards the way bottom. I think Ryan's a little bit higher than me. So I think we definitely, and Garrett's somewhere around in there. Who knows? I kind of zoned out after sometimes.
And Sage is here as well.
Hi, Sage.
Hello.
Hello. She actually looks Christmassy too, because she's got like the pink, white, and black Christmas style going
She's
on,
in
like
the
candy
holiday
cane style.
spirit.
I love it. It's fantastic. All right, so there's a lot of big movies. People are already tossing stuff in there. Thank you, Brian Winslow from Reels and Heels, Cal Nunez all the way from Holland. I keep forgetting where he's from.
Wow.
Oh yeah, that's
So far away.
so far away. 1 a.m. in the morning. So
Jeez.
I think there's some that we're just going to talk about, but I think the first one, and I kind of forget about it sometimes, is Batman Returns. We got to talk.
Son.
We got to start it with nerdy. We got to start it with geeky, and I got to fit Batman into everything. He's right there. We got to get him into everything. He's in my car. Actually, he's strapped behind in the back. Never mind.
Boy, that got weird real fast.
It usually does here. But Batman Returns, now for me personally, I love watching it at Christmas time. Christmas time, it's a lot in the background. But to me, that's one of the movies where you could subtract the Christmas thing, and I don't really think it doesn't feel like if you took Christmas out, it would still be the same movie. Maybe a couple of scenes in there, here and there, but it's not fully plot driven in Central and Christmas. It just happens during Christmas.
Yeah, no,
now,
it's totally a vibe thing, man.
Well,
It's
in
just-
fairness, anytime you can get Danny DeVito to be a smart-ass bad guy, it's a Christmas present to the world.
I will say, I really feel that Batman Returns is what got him prepped and ready for It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Because that's basically the character he's playing.
It's a present. It's a present.
He's the Penguin.
Yes. It's a gift.
So we're going. I think this one can kind of be answered quickly. We don't have to go too far in depth in this one, but let's go. We'll go with Ryan first. Christmas movie or not a Christmas movie?
What, for Batman Returns?
Yeah.
Sure it is. Yeah, I mean, you got the snow. Anyone can put snow in a movie, but when you have people saying you Merry Christmas to each other, you have the lighting of the Christmas tree, and then someone sticks it to the world by saying, "This is what I think of retail," and blows up the shop, and then she backflips over to two men just staring at each other, and she says, "Meow," and then it just goes off. It's like, that's there you go. That's Christmas for you. By the way, thank you, Michelle Pfeiffer. Good stuff.
I watched this side note real quick. I watched this really cool thing. It was it's a YouTube video, and it was a guy that helps teach acting, and I think he was like a big time like teaches people how to act and all that stuff. And he was breaking down. Yeah, that's the word. Thank you. Words are hard. And he was breaking down Batman's villains in film and TV and saying who did well and why they did well and who did bad and why they did bad. And I never really caught on to it until he pointed it out because he went into Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman and he basically pointed out.
I'm going to Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman.
Yeah.
Sorry. This is me sober. I apologize.
And that's fitting for this show. But he basically said she goes in and she really sells that part with that meow. She basically looks at both of them like these are the two guys that are supposed to take me on, and she kind of throws in that meow, going like it's like a nonchalant thing. And I never really noticed it and how key that part is, but after he explains it and breaks it down, and you watch it again, she basically disses them as soon as she sees them. It's fantastic. So I had to give that quick sidebar. All right, so let's see. Eric Pabon, what is your Batman Returns? Christmas movie or not a Christmas movie?
As a kid, seeing Michelle Pfeiffer in that catsuit, it warmed my spirit. You know what I mean? So I'm inclined to say yes. It's definitely.
I think your bar's under the floor. I think we buried it somewhere.
It warmed my cockles. The cockles of my.
We're talking Christmas movies, not Christmas presents.
Hey, look, I'm just saying. He was jingling some bells afterwards. That's all I'm saying.
You were saying, Eric?
Yeah, I 100% give it to Batman Returns as being a Christmas movie.
All right, we're two for two. Pop.
Yeah, no. It's a movie set. It's a movie set at Christmas. And all fun aside, again, anything Danny DeVito does is a gift. Michelle Pfeiffer is one of the gifts to mankind, but not a Christmas movie. No, that's a birthday gift.
All right, so now we're 2 for 2. I'm saying it's not a Christmas movie. So Joey, you are the tiebreaker. Is Batman Returns a Christmas movie or no?
Michelle Pfeiffer did for me the same thing Jessica Rabbit did for me. So I'm going to say it's whatever she
really
wants.
into cartooning?
Yeah, I guess. If Michelle Pfeiffer thinks it's a Christmas movie, it's a Christmas movie. Otherwise, I don't give a crap.
All right, so Batman Returns. Back Talk with Bauer has decided, and this is law. So we're ending all these debates right now. It is law. Batman Returns is a Christmas movie. So
thanks,
there you
Michelle
go.
Pfeiffer.
Make sure that'll be in the next HWWS news. So be prepared.
All right.
All right. So let's see. Now, here's a weird one. This one I think is going to be a little harder. Kayla found a list. My wife, Bunny, found a list. And it actually says that The Sound of Music is a Christmas movie. Now, the reason is... because
for obvious reasons, it's not a Hanukkah movie. Hi-yo! Too soon? Too soon? Germany 1930s? It's been 100 years?
We're getting close. We're getting close.
A little raw yet.
But the reason they said is because the song that she sings, the Gumdrop on Buttons and My Favorite Things song,
I play that song.
now that song has become a Christmas song. And I even looked at my wife. I'm like, why the hell is it a Christmas song? She looked it up, and apparently, is it Julie Andrews, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She sang that song on a Christmas special like a few years after the movie came out. So ever since she sang that song during that Christmas special, people, make it into a Christmas song. And now, like on Spotify all the freaking time, it pops up every other song. So, according to this list, they say it's a Christmas movie.
That's some faulty logic, bro. Because listen, man, Star Wars had a Christmas special, and you never saw Chewbacca wear a sweater again. Like it don't work that way.
So the only thing that movie did for us was it showed us Boba Fett.
That's true.
That's the only thing that came from that movie. We got Boba Fett.
What was that, Sage?
I said, doesn't Chewbacca always have on a sweater?
Chewbacca is a sweater.
Right.
He is a sweater.
That's a good
Someone get
point.
this
He
big
is a
walking
sweater.
carpet out of my way.
So
Hey, has anybody seen the Christmas Lego special that Star Wars
have.
put out
It's
yet?
funny as hell.
Ryan has not, so no spoilers.
Okay.
it's
Okay.
good. I will say that. It's a little cheesy, but it's Lego, so they're
It's
always
supposed
a
to
little
be cheesy because it's a
Yeah.
Legos.
So, but it's very cool. The stuff that goes down to it. If you're a Star Wars fan and you've watched pretty much everything they have, you're going to get a kick out of
Mandalorian.
it.
Yeah, I'll watch
Yes.
it.
Oh, excuse me. All right. So we're going with an obvious no from everybody that The Sound of Music is not a Christmas movie.
That is a
I feel like-
huge negative, Ghost Rider. The pattern is full. Big
All
time
right.
negative.
Calling that movie a Christmas movie is like if somebody changes planes in Austin, calling them a Texan. It's
Wow.
no.
All right. So we got another easy one. I think this
Sure.
is towards the other
Everybody
way.
knows you have to change planes in Dallas if you want to be a Texan.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, everybody knows.
You actually can't leave Dallas, Texas without a hat and a giant buckle.
Yeah,
I'm down.
I mean,
It-
you
it-
change planes in
you're right.
Dallas, they give you the buckle and the hat before you can leave. So
Exactly.
Really, I'm learning something new every day on this program.
They
Oh,
also let me ask: Have you been to Texas before? Then Pop Up.
oh yeah.
Have you ever had a Frito pie?
A Frito pie? No.
That sounds like a
No,
trick question.
that's-
Apparently,
That's
this is
all.
a
Does sound like
thing.
a trick question.
This is a thing.
No, it's a thing.
It's a thing.
Yes, it is
Really?
a thing.
Okay. We need what is this? I need to know.
Yeah.
They take Fritos and they go to like a 7-Eleven and they put chili in it and they shake it up and they eat it like that.
That's a walking taco.
Dude, so here's the thing. At the airport there, they do a Frito pie burger where they do that and put it on the burger. I don't even care that it hurt my stomach to eat it. It was phenomenal.
So in
Wow.
Northeast Ohio, that is known as a walking taco, and they used to sell it at my school. And you would do, and then you put the lettuce and the tomatoes and all the BS in there, and you shake it up and you eat it, and you can walk. So walking taco.
A walking taco.
Yes.
If I saw a walking taco, it would scare the absolute S out of me. But
All right, so back to the Christmas movies. I know we are an ADD friendly show, but we
Yes,
gotta
we
stay
are.
focused slightly focused. All right, so this should be an easy one, but there was an argument in one of the lists that I saw. So It's a Wonderful Life. They said that there's an argument that it could not be a
No.
Christmas movie.
How is that possible?
yeah, it's got all the boxes checked.
I know. They even said that this is a stretch, but they did say that he could have gone through the life altering, life change, and kind of seen the stuff outside of a Christmas thing. It really didn't have to be Christmas time. For him.
Just
Argue-
the movie Groundhog Day, man. That's
Arguably, yeah. Arguably, the events of A Wonderful Life could have taken place any time of the year and still ended the same way. However, the law of probabilities, when that many people are going to show up at your house to save your ass, it's gonna,
That's true.
Or an intervention.
It will not happen in 2020, though.
Yeah, not in 2020. In 2020, they show up at your house to take your stuff,
Yeah.
not give you stuff.
Dude, faith in your fellow man.
That's true. But no, the messaging was all there. Everybody's right. It is a Christmas movie, but in theory, you could remove the snowfall from the equation and still get It's a Wonderful Life.
But in that same vein, couldn't you have done that with A Christmas Carol?
Oh, you
Like,
could
what
do
if
that
it
with
was
anything.
called
I think
A Halloween Carol?
Yeah,
What if
the
it was
That's where you get
Halloween?
into
truth of the matter is, in order to be, to maintain the It's a Christmas movie philosophy, one has to remove from the idea that a person can be a decent human being at any other time of the year. I mean, the reality is that technically, folks, ideally, he uses A Christmas Carol, which is perfect. The last note on Scrooge in A Christmas Carol is, it was said that he knew Christmas if ever anyone possessed the knowledge. However, he became a better man, a better master, and than the good old city knew all year long, not just at Christmas time. So arguably, if you can be a decent human being at all times of the year, you should probably do that. If not, Christmas is a good time for it, I guess.
Yes.
I mean, but that's the principle of
So
a Christmas
Christmas
movie,
is an infection.
Yes.
Boy, that sounds scary.
Catch people.
So I will. I do have to point out real quick because Brian Winslow from Reels and Heels commented.
Oh no.
Apparently, there is another name for the taco Frito thing. A Frito pie is what he called
that
it.
the
He
name
said
that we already had?
That was
Oh
already.
wait, that was the name we did before. That is disgusting.
Yes.
I'm thinking about this more. Frito pie is a disgusting name for that. Okay, I apologize. That's the same name, but still
That's because
disgusting.
you're naughty.
Yeah, well, All right, so I'm guessing this is another easy one. That It's a Wonderful Life is a
Not Lethal
Christmas
Weapon.
movie.
Oh God, yeah.
It has to be, doesn't it?
Yeah, I agree. It's and I think that now I am curious if the legacy iconic kind of thing, because it's such an older movie, maybe that gives it a more of a stigma, and it's like, oh yeah, I grew up watching it. I have only watched it maybe once. It's not one of my top movies to watch, but it's I think it's a definite go for a Christmas movie.
It's the Freebird of Christmas movies. If you play guitar, you play Freebird. If you celebrate Christmas, you've seen that stupid movie. It sucks, but you have to watch it. Everybody's got a dad who quotes Jimmy Stewart ad nauseum. It's a curse, but it's a Christmas movie. What else you got?
I got a Coco staring at me. Come on, up. Hold on. Come
Coco
on.
is
I know-
Christmas.
Oh.
Actually, Coco's all dressed up for Christmas, huh? Look, you're all fancy.
Loving it.
Oh.
Here, let's see. Let's zoom you in real quick. No, look up. Don't lick my hand. Looky. Isn't she pretty?
Look at that.
Bow tie and the ears. All right. So since I have, I was gonna go with another movie, but since the
Oh,
bad things
it's alarming to see myself that way.
Wow.
Sweet.
It almost
Jesus.
became the Eric Pabon show. Yeah.
So since I have the Gremlin in my lap, Gremlins has
You mean the Mogwai?
the Mogwai. Yes.
Yeah, they're not gremlins. They're called Mogwai. No, I'm kidding.
Now, Kayla said this popped up in her list a couple of times, but I don't remember going over the reason why it was or was not a Christmas movie. I don't know if I've ever watched Gremlins all the way through, so I can't.
Because he got the gremlin for Christmas, didn't he?
Well, it
He
takes
did,
place
yeah.
at Christmas.
Okay.
Yeah, and the whole movie goes through Christmas. I believe at one point I don't know if it's one or two, but the Gremlins are singing Christmas carols.
100%.
Okay.
Yep.
So I don't. All right. So who is this? Is this on anybody's top list to watch during Christmas? Is this like
No.
anybody's favorite in this group?
Not during
No.
Christmas, just in general. I love
I
it.
saw the movie for the first time like 6 months ago, and I'm like, okay, that was fine. I finally saw it. I can mark it off my to-do list, but now I don't feel the need to go back to it. Sorry.
Now, see, but that's the Labyrinth theory. If you saw Labyrinth when you were a kid in the early
I
80s,
did.
it was, and now you see it now, you're like, I remember this. I saw Gremlins as a kid, and that scared the shit out of me. But now I'm kind of like, all right, like I still
Yes,
appreciate it. but
Stripe isn't so scary.
no, not now.
Not anymore.
He wanted to make Coco look like Stripe and give her a little
Stripe.
white mohawk, huh? Yeah.
Stripe.
Yes. Hello. Oh.
I just know that the
Oh.
older I get, the less I relate to is the cute Mogwai, and the more I relate to the guy who flashes that chick wearing the sunglasses.
We all feel like that guy sometimes.
Right?
You-
Sometimes
so
you just
are
got
we
a
going-
jacket.
And guys, feel free in the comments to vote. Put put the name of the movie we're chatting with, and let me know if you think it's a Christmas movie or not. And we'll talk about some of your choices as well. So I would go. I know a lot of people play it at Christmas time. I can only give like a half a vote, but I would say Gremlins is a Christmas movie. I think it has a lot of Christmas elements through the plot and through the storyline. So I would say yes. What say you, Pop?
Yeah, no. If your message is, kids, your presents come with rules, and if you break them, you're going to die.
Don't feed them after midnight.
That's message.
And sure, I mean if that's your message, then that's perfect. But no, I mean it's a movie that takes place at Christmas, and it does come with themes like responsibility. Your presents, some of your presents come with rules, and it can be both dangerous and hazardous and funny, apparently, to break them. So I mean, you're giving your kid a skateboard, don't do that in the house, whatever. So I mean, yeah, I suppose in that way it touches on some Christmas themes. I've never thought of it as a Christmas movie, but I was like, I was a teenager when that movie came out, and I enjoyed it for its menace, the menacing humor of it.
Mogwai are not goldfish.
It's true.
So I mean, yeah, I mean, it checks the boxes, as it were. So yeah, we'll give it to him. I'm not.
All right, so we got two for Christmas so far. What say you, Joey?
I mean, I'll watch that movie 100 times before I'll watch It's a Wonderful Life once. So yeah, Christmas, sure.
All right, 3 votes. Ryan?
Negative, Ghost Rider. The pattern is full. No thanks.
Mr. Pabon?
Listen, man, Gremlins at its core is a movie about seeing the best in people and loving people for who they are despite their flaws. This little Mogwai comes with an entire set of problems. First of all, don't feed it after midnight. What does that mean? What does that mean?
Yeah, so I love
never,
ever eat. Like, technically, if you feed them in the morning, it's after midnight.
Correct.
So is it right after midnight? Is it an hour after midnight? 2 hours? 30 minutes? What the hell
morning.
is it?
Also, it's still, I think at its core, it's just a warm, fuzzy movie about accepting people for who they are and filling your heart with holiday cheer. So I'm going to give it a thumbs up. It is a Christmas
Boy,
movie.
Eric, that's deep, man. That's deep.
Yeah. By the way, I don't know if you
so-
saw, but I've got a gremlin back here.
Oh,
I see him.
Oh, I see it
Yeah, I
now.
can see him up
Hold
on the
on,
shelf
let me-
there. Yeah,
Where is it? There it is.
there he is.
Oh,
There
no.
Oh my
he
God,
is.
he got one of the terrifying ones.
Yeah.
That's the actual gremlin, guys.
Dry that little bastard off, Jesus.
Yeah.
I was going to say,
When
yeah,
they're
he poured
fuzzy and
water on
everything,
it.
they're
Don't pour beer on the Mogwai.
They might have liked that one. They may not have gotten as angry.
Really?
If you pour a beer on a Mogwai, does he come out wearing the Alabama state flag or?
Only if it's a Bud Light.
Oh,
If you pour an IPA on a Mogwai, he comes out full beard, flannel shirt.
You know what? I want him to have your phenomenal beard. I'm going to pour Einstock so he comes out looking like a Viking.
There you go.
ways to get tossed off a
I'm sorry.
PG-rated show. Joey Mazzant's picture is right next to it. There it is.
That's why he's always on this show, because this is
Yeah, he's
definitely
always on
not
the
PG.
NC-17 Back Talk with Bauer show. That's right.
Yeah.
Send your complaints to me. My name's on the thing at Yahoo. Sorry.
Send your complaints to we don't give a crap.com. So we're saying Gremlins is a Christmas movie. We have spoken. The Council of Back Talk has spoken. That might be my next shirt. Is the Council of Back Talk? Yeah, I definitely see
that
that.
for $1.
No way, dude. You make that in a men's slim fit poly cotton V-neck. It's mine. I need it in
There
black.
we go. I don't know if Threadless has that one, but we'll figure it out.
I'll make it work.
By the way, you can buy Back Talk with Bauer shirts at jbowerartshop.com jbowerart.com. Hit the Threadless link, and you can find all kinds of designs by me. Plug. All right, so I know we have a plethora of gentlemen in this. Well, gentleman's a loose term, but a plethora of gentlemen in this show, and one lady, which I'm actually happy with. Have you guys seen the movie while you were sleeping?
yes.
Okay, we at least got two people.
Who is this? Well, let me think. Is this Sandra Bullock and Bill Pullman?
Sandra Bullock and Bill Pullman.
Yes.
Just saw it for the first time a couple months ago. Yes, I'm qualified to talk about this. All right. Cool.
Okay.
That's not the. Are you sure that's not the one with Chrissy Canyons and Ron Jeremy while you were sleeping?
Oh, God.
No,
No,
some
not
of it's
Pornhub.
not.
Because he was wearing a Santa hat.
No.
Completely
all right.
different setup here. We're talking about Sandra Bullock and Bill Pullman, aka the movie President from Independence Day.
Oh man.
Is that what he
All right.
did?
President Whitmore, everybody. President Whitmore.
Mm.
So I had to think about it. At first, I'm like, no, it's not a Christmas movie. And then both my mother and my wife, because I haven't seen this movie in ages, both my mother and my wife informed me, they're like, the whole movie goes through during Christmas. I'm like, okay. And I kind of thought about it a bit more. Now, I cannot remember as well. I'm getting yelled at. Yes?
No, I want to know what the verdict was on White Christmas.
We have not gotten there yet.
Okay.
You should watch the damn show and you would know where we're at.
I was working
No
out.
spoilers.
You can have the show while you work out. I'll tell you to go faster. Out, Abigail.
Come on, Josh.
Oh, you can
Hi,
leave
buddy.
it open for now. And we got, I don't know if you can see her. Oh, yeah, you can see
Oh,
Abby.
yeah.
There's Abigail.
Oh,
Go with Grandma. Go with Grandma.
Come on.
cuteness alert on this show.
And of course, she's being a stubborn little dickhead.
Hey, Chuck.
They don't want to. They don't want to
Hey,
leave.
goodbye. As
It's
soon
not
as
last
as soon
call
as-
yet.
Yeah, as soon as my mom would leave the room, she would bark for some reason, and she sounds like a seal. So I try to keep the barking limited on this show. I don't remember how much Christmas plays into the plot of While You Were Sleeping. I don't know.
It's
It
kinda
just is it
thin.
one of those ones that just happens during Christmas?
Yeah.
in theory. So it happens during Christmas. However, I will say this, and I know because I was listening as you guys signed on earlier. Without this movie, it's arguable that the formula that sets Hallmark Lifetime on that path to the Christmas love story
Damn it!
doesn't become a thing without this
Let's not
movie.
talk
This
about
movie,
Hallmark.
this movie takes the rom-com,
Good luck.
sets it at Christmas time, and sets up a formula that for the next 20 years will become the biggest selling formula at this time of the year. So in that way, it set a tone for Christmas movies, because there had been rom-coms are not new. They've been around forever and ever and ever. But the Christmas rom-com that actually has been formulated into warm and fuzzy Hallmark Lifetime, A&E, Netflix.
The three wheels that Hallmark spins to figure out their movies.
That's
Stop
right.
saying Hallmark.
This formula was set in stone with While You Were Sleeping. Although, interestingly enough, it's a Christmas movie. There's only one person really celebrating Christmas in this movie, because the family itself is it's a Jewish family.
Right.
The uncle, the guy who spurns it on, is kind of the Christmas angel. Is actually a Jewish guy, the old Jewish uncle. And so he's spurning on the romance this whole time. He's kind of the Christmas angel of the Hallmark, traditions.
Spoiler alert.
But it's
I'm not gonna watch it. Damn it, DW, you ruined it for everybody.
yeah.
I'm not
No,
a
I mean,
movie
it's-
that's
it's
25 years
interesting.
old.
It is it's the formula romantic Christmas.
Hold on.
movie
Can I
that-
try to guess the plot to this movie?
Oh yes.
Look, if you've ever seen one of those movies, then you know the plot to this movie. I mean, come on.
Stop
Okay.
saying Hallmark.
I'm gonna give it a shot.
There you go.
All right.
Go for it. Go.
You said Sandra Bullock.
Sandra
Yes.
Bullock.
Okay.
And Bill
She has a
Pullman,
family with high expectations. Her lot in life. She just broke up with her long-term boyfriend, so she hires a guy to pretend to be her fiance, right? And takes her to the family Christmas. But they just butt heads and they don't get along. And he walks out just in time to realize that he has truly fallen in love with her.
That is not that movie, but you
No.
have
No,
written
but
It's
it
not
somewhere.
100%
It's not
accurate.
actually
but you're
entirely
in
wrong.
the
The
ballpark.
exposition, the beginning of the movie, which is where we get the exposition. That is, yes, one of the classic trope expository portions. That's the part that's different. The ending, you nailed.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Eric was on the right track. I'm not gonna lie. As the person who's seen this movie the most recent. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, the exposition, the opening is not set like that. The family expectations or whatever. This is, not there, but there is that dynamic inside one of the characters. So
Still,
you hit that pretty good.
75% correct. That's,
Yeah,
that's
I'm
pretty
gonna go.
good.
I'm gonna
Oh,
go
man.
75%. Yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
pretty
Yeah.
tight on.
I
Alright,
give him
so
the Christmas bonus. Yeah.
Yeah.
We still got some more on this list. So we're going with have we decided, has the Back Talk Council decided, is While You're Sleeping a Christmas movie or not?
I
Oh, I
still
give
have
it a
it
yay.
in it. I'm
Yeah.
out.
Okay, we got one yes, one no.
I mean, just based on having never
As-
seen it, I'm going to say absolutely.
Well, that's tell you,
Can I be
I'll
on
tell
the
you what.
fence?
I'll
Yeah,
tell
you
you
can
what,
be on the fence.
Josh.
We can do it a half.
I'll tell you what, Josh. As the person who saw this the most recently, who has more of a thinking about this for a minute, and also I told you about this last night. Since I got to jet out of here the earliest on this show tonight, I'll say this: yes, it's a Christmas movie because it stars that girl from the bus. Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to give it to Sandra. But other than that, this was a fun show. I do have to get going, but real quick, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at It's Neuroculture. Check out our YouTube channel. All kinds of stuff is happening around there. And in the meantime, happy holidays to everyone here, and happy holidays to you watching at home. I got a jet. Have a good one, guys.
Thank you, man. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
you taking the time hopping on. Totally forgot about that, actually. All right, hold on. I got to fix. There we go. Got it.
I mean,
Gotta keep it nice
to
and
be
clean.
honest with you, bro, the Christmas movie that's Hallmark based that I want to see is the one where Lori Loughlin pays to get her kid into a college, and then Santa Claus comes and makes it all right. Like literally,
Oh, man.
there's the movie that Hallmark needs to make. They need to get Lori Loughlin to pay a guy. I'm just saying it's this way. I'm just saying I think that's a great Christmas movie, and it's actually real.
All right, so we got a few more. We're probably going to go over our normal hour time limit because we still got a few movies to chat about. I think this is another easy one, but there is an argument for this one. This actually popped in the list where it really isn't a Christmas movie. Home Alone. The reason the list argues about Home Alone is this is another one that does not have to take place during Christmas. It just happens to take place during Christmas.
This one doesn't have to happen at all, but it does.
Right. But like the parents could have gone to it could have been a summer trip to Paris. They could have been going anywhere at any time and left him at home. Now, I think you really can't have this movie because he uses a lot of Christmas stuff in his to get the best of the guys.
His saw traps.
Yeah, you got all the traps and stepping on the bulbs.
Yeah, but do you really need Christmas bulbs to set up a Rube Goldberg
Some
set
people
of traps?
leave their lights up all year long.
Very true. Very true.
So, I mean, do you really need those things to Rube Goldberg your way through the night?
You can find other things. I've seen The Purge.
I would say, in that same vein, I've seen Goodfellas. I've seen Joe Pesci act. He'd have knifed that kid 3 seconds into the film.
Yeah.
Joe Pesci doesn't F with people.
Yeah. I got to say this, though, about that film. The first film, good little kids comedy. First of all, it's the antithetical Christmas movie. It's the antithesis of what Christmas is. First of all, the whole family leaves their kid home on accident. You literally forgot you had a kid.
You don't leave a kid. You really don't.
And now you know why I hate Christmas.
There you go. Forgot you had a kid. Then you go and it's like literally, it's not like overnight. It's like a couple hours. It's not like you get to the airport and go, oh, where's Kevin? No. It's like he's gone, man.
Oops. I can't count.
Yeah.
I watched this movie 2 days ago. Okay. And I will say they very clearly, they try to cover those plot holes really neatly. So there was a little boy dressed like Kevin and they patted him on the head and said, okay.
I get the thing, but come on, guys. I mean, it's a kid.
There's at least 30 to 40 minute hour drive, 30 to 40 minute drive over to the airport where somebody would have mentioned Kevin, or you looked around and went,
the lack of Kevin, somebody not mentioning Kevin, somebody not saying, Kevin, get away from me.
I come from a very large dysfunctional Italian family. Trust me, I have gone days without speaking to anybody in my family. I have gone days.
Your mother comes in when you do something wrong. She comes in and she's like, I saw that, and you're like, no, you didn't. You haven't been here for days.
My mom walked in on me one time and saw something that we still can't talk about to this day, and she never walked in on me again. Trust me. And your mom says, "What the hell are you doing?" And you say, "What do you think I'm doing?" And then we never talked again. It was the great Christmas mystery. Trust me.
Could you imagine even going 20 minutes without hearing just a peep from Cosplay Michael? No, you would know where he was. You could not misplace him.
You know where he was.
Hearing from him, he's causing trouble.
Yeah, right. Yeah, this is bad. So I mean, in that way, this is the anti-Christmas movie because this is, forget your kid, leave them home, he'll be fine. Don't worry about Joe Pesci coming to your house with a knife or whatever. Yeah.
This is the ultimate kids' Christmas movie, though, because I've been hearing, especially this year, a lot of people have been introducing their kids. Tom and Dan, a few other people have been introducing their kids to Home Alone. And the kids absolutely love it because they get to see two guys get the hell beat out of them.
Why would you do that? That's like letting your kid watch Dennis the Menace. Don't do that. That's not good.
My kid is
They
Dennis.
don't- they
my
don't
kid
need
is Dennis
ideas.
Menace, so I don't need to.
That's
let him
right.
watch
That's
it.
my whole point.
Did you ever dress him up like Dennis the Menace? Because if not, you missed an opportunity.
No. Interestingly enough, at one of the last conventions that we were at before COVID, ruined everything. At one of the last conventions we were at, he adopted voice actor
Austin
Tyndall from My Hero Academia,
and Tokyo Ghoul,
and all those. Michael adopted him as his own personal Mr. Wilson, and without knowing what he was doing, named him Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea. Halfway through the convention, I hear Michael yelling across the thing, "Hey, Wilson, come here!" And Austin goes running over to Michael, and I'm like, "What is going on here?" So, and then a little later on, Austin came in and he turned Cosplay Michael into Dennis the Menace, and so it was funny, but they didn't know they did it. It was an accident. Wilson and Dennis were playing at a convention.
And I yelled at both of them. They were jumping over the VIP ropes. Both of them.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
She's going to yell at Michael. She's
Yelling at both
like, Michael, what are you doing? And all of a sudden, Austin jumps over.
I'm like, oh, for Pete's sake.
And she's like, okay, never mind, I guess, whatever. They're doing it. It's a thing. But yeah, I have Dennis the Menace, so I don't have to let him watch. And
Yes. I don't necessarily think it's a Christmas movie.
It's a fun movie. The first one is a fun movie. The rest of them, that's a waste. That's just, let's see if we can redo it again and again
That's
and again.
true.
But the first one was a fun movie, just not a Christmas movie.
See, I love Home Alone 2. Home Alone 2 is like, I actually love that one more for some reason than 1.
Well, dude, for obvious reasons, Tim Curry.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very true.
Tim Curry makes all movies better.
And we
Yeah,
actually,
he does.
Joey and I talked about this in the Halloween special that we did. Home Alone 2 was like my introduction to Tim Curry. I didn't realize who it was at first, but that was like the first time I really noticed who he was in my little world. I don't watch horror things or Rocky Horror Picture.
Yes, we are. I was like, really?
Yeah, we're
What?
in the Rocky Horror generation. So, I mean, come on.
Right. I'm
missing
sure I
out for
saw
that
him
movie.
before that, but that's like my first time really registering, and kind of thinking back of like when I was introduced to him. I always think of Home Alone 2.
And not
And
Clue.
then voice acting.
And Legend.
Yeah. All right. I hear a random voice. Don't know where it
Well, the
came.
Home Alone
Someone's
series
checking their voice.
is really, it should be called Parents with Learning Disabilities.
I do get every time I watch it, and the older I get, the more mad I get at that movie. And like, and I'm almost 33, and I still kind of go, I don't blame that kid for hating his family so much, because they're kind of terrible. They're terrible at being a family. They're terrible at doing things. They're terrible at like just about everything. And
Gosh, parenthood is difficult. Okay,
You may have actually talked me around, because actually think about it, all families suck at being families.
very
Yeah.
true.
Not true.
We all have to. We all go through that period where we learn.
Well, okay.
Not
you
me.
know?
I had a vasectomy on my 27th birthday. I'm not learning a damn thing.
Stick around.
Oh my god! All
Cut
right,
off your
so
learning tools.
we
Real
got
talk about
Fox answered. Well, Eric Pabon, Home Alone, Christmas movie or no?
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's a
All
staple.
right. Joey.
I only watched it at Christmas, absolutely. And
All
I can't hate any movie with Joe Pesci in it, even if I want to hate it. He's a personal hero. He's a Guido that makes me think I have a shot. I don't, but it's fun to dream or whatever the hell.
And I did just
think
learn.
it's against Italian law to hate a movie with Joe Pesci in it, isn't it?
My cousin Vinny.
Yeah.
The super.
Yeah, see? It's like it's against the law to actually hate a movie with Joe Pesci.
Yeah.
Now for the Tom and Dan fans here, you guys, did you listen to it was just a recent episode. They were actually talking about Joe Pesci, and Home Alone and one of his mobster movies came out in like the same year. Was it Goodfellas?
Yeah, Goodfellas was 92 or 3, I think.
Okay.
So yeah, probably would have been Goodfellas. Yeah.
Yeah, they were kind of talking about like if that was like those two movies were like really what made Joe Pesci a household name and kind of solidified him into stuff. And I didn't like everybody was surprised, and even me listening, that those two movies came out in the same year with like months apart, and they're two very different movies. But
Yeah,
He could probably
Pesci-
retire just off the residuals of those two movies alone.
Oh,
hell yeah.
100%.
Amazing.
Pesci was fantastic in Home Alone because he gave it such like a Looney Tunes villain energy with the
Yeah.
like
Oh, yeah.
cursing but not really cursing. Like it was just a great kids holiday movie for sure.
Oh, I love those. I still laugh, and it's more Home Alone 2. But when when he's throwing the bricks down and he keeps cracking the other guy in the head. He's like laying on there. Hey,
Josh.
Yeah,
Josh, we have a little Christmas present for you.
Guess what?
These came in just now.
Oh damn!
This is the cosplay.
Oh god! Hold on.
No.
Wrong button.
Cosplay Michael's painted T-shirt.
Look at that.
Would be J Bauer Art.
Wow.
Cosplay
Oh,
Michael.
cool.
That is so
Yes.
awesome.
I got. I don't know if you saw it at the top of the episode, but I got mine in from Lights Thunder Action.
Thunder Action, yeah.
Oh, sweet.
And they did a good job of getting the stuff out from the back to get the lightning in there. Oh yeah,
nice. And then
That
just
will be on,
then
that'll be
the
on
network T-shirt came in also.
Yeah.
oh there you go.
Cool.
I'm more excited about the cosplay Michael though because
Definitely.
that's actually for him. But I thought you'd get a kick. You said you wanted to see what it looked like.
Yeah, it looks really nice. I can't wait to see it in person because you never know because that's kind of a test for the upcoming shirts of mine. That's for those that don't know. I painted that image that is on there of him as cosplay Michael as the Joker.
Again, so Josh can see because that actually turned out really good.
Yeah. So for a painting, a picture of a painting to go onto there like that, and you guys didn't even use a high quality photo, I don't think, did you?
I did. I used the best quality photo that I had of the painting. I didn't have the originals that you took. I had to take some of my own, and then obviously in Photoshop I was able to blow it up just ever so slightly because it was kind of small.
Right.
But yeah. It came out
That's
really
pretty badass.
Yeah.
Nice. And you can get that at HWWS WebTV threadless shop.
Yep.
What's the
I'm gonna do that right now.
yes.
You
can go to
can get merch from all of our shows across the board, including Back Talk with Bauer and the Hanging with Web show and
Nerd Culture
and Life of Thor and everybody.
And poke around the HWWSWebTV.com website. Yours truly is the guy that made that all nice and clean and pretty and made it look fantastic. 30 some hours work into that thing. So click everything. I want you to look at every damn page because I put a lot of damn time into that thing.
Awesome, bro.
All right. So yeah, Home Alone, of course, is a Christmas movie. Fight me about it. But let's see who else we got in here. Let's rapid fire through a couple of these. One of the lists was Iron Man 3. They said that could be a Christmas movie.
No.
And I said that's full of S because all it does is it happens during Christmas.
Can you just say S instead of shit?
I know.
I did. I cleaned it up for once.
You know what? This is what happens when I show up in the room.
But yeah, Iron Man 3 is not a Christmas movie. None of the plot has to do with Christmas. That is the basic version of a movie just happening at Christmas.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Iron Man 3 hits real close to home because that's the one where Iron Man gave up alcohol forever. And
Right.
it breaks my heart because I could never do that. And it disappoints me because not only Robert Downey Jr., but Tony Stark is a personal hero of mine. I watched him drink an entire bottle of Jack Daniels in a comic and not die. And I like to think that with practice, I could be there one day. So Iron Man 3 hurts me to the core. It hurts me. It doesn't make me want to stop drinking, but it makes me feel my Catholic guilt for not drinking. So no, that's too soon, man.
Too soon. Mr. Pabon?
You know,
Because your bar is really low.
I told you my bar was low, man. Listen, if I get to watch an Iron Man movie, and that's my excuse is, it's December, got to put on Iron Man 3, that old chestnut, then yes, I'll give it a thumbs up. Christmas movie.
All right. Well, we only got one vote for it being a Christmas movie, I believe. So we deny Christmas moviedom to Iron Man 3. But yes, Brian Winslow points out that all Shane Black films take place at Christmas, which is, I guess, a cool thing. I don't know. Does he love Christmas?
It's a cool time to set a film.
Yeah.
The aesthetically, it's going to be a cool.
Easy to decorate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just put some Christmas trees, some lights, get some snow, and you're good. And Christmas.
It's just set a film. It's it doesn't mean it's going to be a Christmas movie.
I'm more of a Halloween guy. I can't.
So speaking of Halloween, Nightmare Before Christmas.
Well,
Is it a Christmas
Movie.
That's the whole point.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Swiss Army knife of holiday movies. Man.
There it
you
is.
can watch it at Halloween
is.
and it's fine. You watch it at Christmas, it's fine.
Shit, the Easter Bunny has a cameo.
Yeah, there you
No
go.
doubt. I mean,
I always feel it's more of a Christmas movie than a Halloween movie because it takes place in Halloween Town, but it's dealing more with Christmas and him taking over Christmas.
Yes.
Well, and the idea of discovering yourself at the holidays that's a running theme through Christmas movies, and the reality is again, we're more open to fantasy during the holidays.
Right.
We grow up on it. We grow up on the legends and the fantasy of Christmas. So we're more open to the ideas presented by Jack Skellington and his learning curve. Cameos from the Easter Bunny and Halloween.
For a second, I thought he was going to say learning disability.
I just
wow, you really throwing it at Jack.
He's kind of a hollow skull, this guy. No. Oh, anyway, wow. Dad pun. Anyway, so yeah, this. Yeah, in that way, it's a Christmas movie. It's got that, and you feel good at the end. Just like up above. Eric said it. It makes you feel good. Of course, it's a Christmas movie.
No, I
feel good.
Look, in the Santa Claus movie, which is
tummy.
It's the Santa Claus movie.
It's like having hot chocolate and apple
definitely
pie.
a Christmas movie. You still have the Easter Bunny and the Tooth Fairy, and
Very true. Very true.
So
Yeah.
it's all good.
You're open to the magic.
Yes.
Now here's one. This is a.
Are you gonna say it? Is this the one?
No, we're not there yet. That's the very end.
Save it.
Everybody's thinking it. Everybody's thinking it, but nobody's saying it.
I know. That's why I'm saving it until the end.
Have the comments taken care? I can't see the comments from over here. Have they done it in the comments like 1,000 times
They
already?
haven't.
It was
No,
a couple at the
Steven.
beginning.
Really?
Steven made me ask if that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
It was a couple at the beginning, but we're not there just yet. We're
All
saying
right.
I'm making these people fucking sit around because they watch the whole damn show. So I know how to roll things. This one I always find weird, and it's always on USA Network, and they always play it through when it comes around Christmas time. It's the Harry Potter films. They play all the. Now I thought more they play it because of it being there. They need something. People need something to watch through the holidays. But like they, especially during Christmas time, they do a little bit through Halloween, and they kind of show the scarier stuff. But when it comes to Christmas time, they're showing all the like snowy scenes and like when they get Christmas presents and stuff. But they act like Harry Potter films are Christmas movies, and I call bullshit.
Yeah.
Like there's a couple of scenes that you're like, oh, it's Christmas. He got the little cloak, and then it's done, and we move on. We're on other holidays, and things going down, and Voldemort trying to kill you the 1,000th time.
Yet if you go to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, there's an entire effing store dedicated to Christmas ornaments, Christmas trees, Christmas lights, Christmas stuff. It's all product placement, merchandising, bro.
Oh, so in Joey's standards, it is a Christmas movie.
I know, and I hate that. I hate that I've wronged myself. The loophole. I'm a robot.
Christmas always acts as the fulcrum point for a Harry Potter movie. There's the first half of the movie, which is the intro to that particular big bad, or that semester at school. Christmas happens, and then all hell breaks loose. And the final battle before the end of the year. It's literally it's that.
It's
again,
always the
Harry Potter's are formulaic
or shit
series. And so the first semester is, hey, I'm back at school, and oh my goodness, there's a big bad, and he's out to get me. And then you have Christmas, and then oh my God, we're gonna have a battle, and then I win, and then it's okay. And then I go home on summer vacation or not, whichever. But yeah, I mean that's sort of the thing. Of course not. It's school ties movie.
Yeah, I don't think Harry Potter to me, it always felt like the Legend of Zelda video game where there were 8 levels, and after you beat each level, you got a cool power up that made you better, and you got a little bit stronger. Literally, Harry Potter is the Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, the next boss is the next book, and so you're just fighting a different boss. Yeah,
that's all it is. It's a horrible 80s video game that's actually nostalgically phenomenal.
And then you find out at the end that it was all the same boss the whole time anyway.
You get called new-hearted. You wake up and it was all a dream. What?
I'll let you guys in on a little secret. I've never seen a Harry Potter movie before.
Oh snap! It's the one.
Great popcorn flick, dude. Just a great sit and eat popcorn and watch a very predictable, formulaic adventure.
As Joey said, it is phenomenally nostalgic.
Yeah, no big surprises. Nice nostalgia.
Phenomenal.
I went to a boarding school, so it was kind of cool to watch those scenes when they were just sitting in the dorm rooms hanging out. That was nostalgic for me, as growing up as a kid. So,
Did you have the hat too?
I had a hat. I went to a military boarding school that wasn't that hat.
Oh
shit!
Lame.
But he sure as hell could have used an invisibility cloak.
Damn.
Actually, no, I could have used an invisibility
You could have
cloak.
used the invisibility cloak. while
That's
I
a
was in
different
school.
story. Anyway, next movie.
Anywho, all right. So we're saying Harry Potter films. I'm saying not Christmas.
No.
What's the council say? No, Joey.
Via a loophole, I have to say it is technically a Christmas movie because I
Okay,
effed myself.
we got 2
so-
against, 1 for Eric.
Again, it's
never
another
seen
movie
it,
I haven't
so-
seen. So yes, absolutely, 100%. It must be a Christmas movie. No,
I love that Joey just got kind of roped into it, man. He was just, damn, I have to give it to him.
I'll say from like tangentially what I know about it, it doesn't really register as a Christmas movie. But I haven't seen it, so
With all the witchcraft, it's more of a Halloween movie, technically, isn't it?
yeah.
Well, and I think the reason that Christmas makes it into their stories is because for a witchcraft tradition, it makes sense that the Yule time is a huge time of the year. Now, that being said, we can't say that publicly because then they'll burn Harry Potter books in Texas. But, you know,
I'm sure they're already doing that, so it's okay.
they already did it. Yeah, it was done.
Done.
Saturnalia. There you go. Yeah.
There's somebody in Texas like, there's more of them?
People in Texas are going, wait, you're telling me they made a book out of that movie?
And there goes the Texas audience for Back Talk with Powers. Oh, wow. All right, so one quick one, and then we will get to the one everybody's been waiting for.
All right.
This one I think is a quick one. Lethal Weapon. This one always goes hand in hand with the other one that we're going to be talking about.
Yep.
I honestly don't think, and I actually just watched Cinema Sins on Lethal Weapon. And if you do not know what Cinema Sins in, type it into your YouTube and check it out. If you're a movie buff and love seeing movies even good movies get ripped apart for goofy things, and as they say, every movie has a sin, and they point them out. But basically, this is another movie where Christmas is just happening on behind it. Going on behind it, and they really try to throw it, and it's in California, right? It's based in. There's not even snow or anything.
It has to, based on Mel Gibson's haircut. It has to be.
And it's they even said that like they just jammed in random Christmas carolers in the police precinct. They're like just randomly singing. They're like, shouldn't they be going in? I don't know, policing something. So yeah, I want to keep this one quick. So I say Lethal Weapon is not a Christmas movie.
I'm on board. Negative.
I agree.
I'm with you.
No.
It's
Okay.
unanimous. Lethal Weapon doesn't make the cut.
Sorry, Brian Winslow. It may open with a Christmas song, but we are saying it is not a Christmas movie.
So did the second season of Lucifer.
And let's be clear. While it happens at Christmas time, the Christmas part of the movie is in passing only.
Yes.
It never deals with it never really deals with its placement at that time as an element of storytelling, unlike the next one.
Yeah.
Right.
Here we go.
So you guys have seen it on the internet all the time. People are now bitching about if this movie is a Christmas movie or not. So of course, Back Talk with Bauer is going to just kneel it into the ground. Die Hard.
There it is.
There it is, guys.
It pops up every year. It is argued about for the past, I know, at least 5 years. I don't know. It's probably been longer than that, but definitely very strong every year for the past 5 years or more. Die Hard. It is, as my wife likes to say, it's not Christmas until Hans Gruber falls off the Nakatomi building. So, and there are ugly Christmas sweaters of that. I definitely want one of those. I am one that always watches Die Hard around Christmas time. I think there is very iconic scenes from that movie that you would not have if it wasn't for Christmas. I always chuckle and get a kick out of ho ho ho. I got a machine gun. You would not have that if it wasn't for Christmas. You wouldn't have the gun behind the back with the Christmas tape. I think it would be a very different movie and not as iconic if you did not have the Christmas aspect into it. What say you guys?
It's the anti-movie. You said it best. It's the Christmas movie because it's an anti-Christmas movie.
Yeah.
He does nowhere in there is there a Santa Claus with reindeer. It's him screaming yippee-ki-yay, mother. You know what I mean? Like that's the Christmas song of the movie. So
yeah, at the same time, what's great about that is they do everything in the action in antithesis of Christmas. And in the end, what is it at its core? This is a reconciliation love story. This is a man estranged from his wife, travels for the expressed holiday to be with said estranged wife, and through action, adventure, mayhem, they find out that they still care about one another. It is the quintessential Christmas. It's the quintessential Christmas movie, while basically using Christmas as a punching bag the whole time.
He stole that word right out of my brain. This is a Hallmark movie for
guys.
Fans.
This is the Hallmark.
I was going to say that, and I thought, well,
for guys,
this
is I'm going to go kill terrorists, beat people up, swing from the top of a building, and get the girl.
Why can't we talk Hallmark into making movies like this then? We need to discuss, there needs to be a guy section of Christmas movies on Hallmark so we can share. So we'll watch girls will watch one of the crappy ones that we can name the plot as it goes. It's either a dog or a kid. It's, they hate each other at the beginning, small town, they take the job, bullshit, blah, 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 I just saw another one and she ditched a really good job for a somewhat not so good job. And I'm like, why? That pisses me off on everything.
Here's the thing. Go to a Hallmark movie, replace the strong, powerful, jaded attorney woman with a toxically masculine man.
Right.
And it's ours. We own it.
There we go.
Yeah,
but I want some more death scenes and stuff. Can we get Hallmark on the death scene train?
If we put John Stamos and Channing Tatum in it, everybody wins.
Boom.
There we go.
Please don't put John Stamos in it.
Are you over him?
I've never been about him.
But he's the Greek.
No.
But we're old. We're old.
I am.
But she
I am not.
I've seen the commercial. I would eat that man's yogurt.
Phrasing,
that is really nasty.
And scene.
You got to clip that. That was magic.
I do got to get back to doing every time I have Joey on, he makes me want to go back to doing the Back Talk with Bauer quick clips because I can always get one with Joey in it.
This is because usually I'm hammered when I do your show. Tonight I'm sober. I'm just lucky that I'm rolling with it. Thank you.
I don't know if I should, is it a good thing that he's always hammered when he does my show?
Are you kidding me? It's not like I'm driving. Wait.
Don't go there. That's called incrimination.
Never.
Is
never.
It the same
I
thing
ever
after doing your show, I want to be hammered.
Wow.
I love this group. We should do. What are you guys doing after the show? You want to go get drinks?
Oh, man.
Nope.
6 feet apart.
I just want to get stoned.
To Mr. Pabon, are you a diehard fan? I mean, you're a man.
Over there. Boom. There you go.
Yeah, I'm a diehard fan. In fact, the scene that you talked about where Hans Gruber falls off the tower, interesting tidbit of information there. When they dropped him behind the blue screen, they told him we're going to do it on the count of 3, and they did it on 2. So that reaction you see is really him.
Real.
Oh shit! Yeah.
I love that. That's they just did. Netflix what was the movie thing that they talked about all the movies?
The movies that made us.
Yeah, the movies that made us, and that's where I found out about that. It was on the movies that made us. So if you're looking for a new documentary to check out Movies That Made Us, Die Hard Edition. And
they did a whole series with the toys and the cars as well. The whole they're all phenomenal.
And then Home Alone did one too. They did one for there, and I did not realize what it all took to make Home Alone. And they actually built the basement scene where the basement gets flooded. They built it in a like a school pool or something like that, like a giant Olympic pool.
Cool.
I have to check that out. So yeah, Die Hard, it serves a very important practical purpose during the holidays because you suffer a lot of feel-good, fuzzy fatigue with all of these similar Hallmarky, and older movies. I mean, there's nothing wrong with them, but after sitting through, 5, 10, of the same story, you need a little Die Hard in there. So yes, Die Hard, 100% a Christmas movie.
Oh yes, I agree.
And then it breaks up the monotony. First of all, I'm probably the only guy on screen. I will tell you right now, the proverbial Hallmark movie, and they're not all from Hallmark. They're from Netflix. They're from wherever. That's my guilty pleasure at this time of the year. because they're predictable, super predictable.
Right.
They literally are formulaic. They're warm and fuzzy. You can get up, go get your turkey sandwich from your Thanksgiving leftovers, come back. You didn't miss a damn thing. You know exactly where it's going. And for me, that's comforting at this time of the year because there's, especially in weird, wonky years like 2020, where nothing is predictable. So it's nice to have that warm and fuzzy. However, there's so much of it at the same time of the year, every year at the same exact time, that it does become fatiguing, and you need a break. You need an action. You need an adventure movie. You need Tim Burton to give you a silly animated movie. You need something that pokes fun and makes fun of the fact that, you know, we're all a bunch of sissies at this time of year, and it's wonderful. But let's have some fun with it too. And I think that's what Die Hard does with Christmas. It's at a Christmas party. It's during the Christmas holidays. You're going to get your warm and fuzzies. He's going to come out of there and give her a big hug and ride off in the limo. It's going to be wonderful. But while you're getting your warm and fuzzies, you get a little action, a little adventure, you know, just a little toxic masculinity. We need a little of that sometimes.
Get to kill a few guys, you know? We'll have a good
those
time.
warm and fuzzies really dirty. I have a question for all of you sissies. What is your favorite Christmas movie to watch?
Oh, that's easy. That's easy for me. It is Jingle All the Way. Starring
that's a good one.
Nice.
That's a good one.
It is such a bad, like objectively bad movie.
It's such a early or late 90s, early 2000s movie.
Yeah, man. And I love the fact that no one recognizes Arnold Schwarzenegger. Like at the end where he's dressed up as Turbo Man, his own son walks up to him and he has no idea. And he's got the big gap in his face.
I understand not seeing the face, but the accent, like
in the voice. Yeah, hello, Jamie.
Hello, Jamie, you is your boy.
So yeah, Jingle All the Way. Oh, it's such a good
man. That's a good one. I have so many because I'm my birthday's in 3 days before Christmas, so like my birthday, Christmas, watching the movies, doing all the holiday stuff, all rolls into one thing. So I have so many. One of my top ones that I always make sure to watch is a Christmas Story.
Mm.
And that's that's a nostalgia thing from my dad and hanging out with him. You know, Christmas Eve at his house was Christmas for me, and every time we open presents, we watch that movie. So I make sure that's on all the time. Joey, how about you?
Honestly, man, I'll just be real with you guys. I'm a fun, happy, loving guy, but Christmas can go itself. I hate Christmas. I hate the holiday. I hate.
You watch the Grinch at all?
I mean, I watch the Grinch. It's like a sympathy lay. It's like if I have to watch something, you know, I'm on an airplane. If I got to watch something, the Grinch is on. I'm not going to not watch. I mean, if it's the Grinch or nothing, I'll watch the Grinch. But I mean, I've also seen The Office all the way through 500 times. If there's nothing else on, I'll watch The Office. I hate Christmas. So, you know, I basically don't really do anything with television from like November 18th to January 3rd. So I'll give you the quickest version of this. My first job, I was a radio DJ for WKST-FM Star 92.1 out of Newcastle, Pennsylvania, just north of Pittsburgh. And the day after Thanksgiving, our format changed to 24/7 Christmas all the way until January 2nd. And if I had to hear that bitch sing about her hippopotamus one more time, I was going to kill myself.
I hate that song.
And leave a bloody note in the shape of a hippo on the dash. I can't Christmas. I just can't. I hate Christmas. So you can take my Christmas movie. Go ahead and give us one.
I love it really, because it's just Christmas burnout. They burnt him out
forever.
They set him against the fire and just said Christmas, Christmas, Christmas until he was completely burnt. Toast.
Done. You know? I just can't. I hate Christmas. I'm done. Like around this time of year, everybody wants presents, and I'm like, I'm good.
Apparently, Willow doesn't like Christmas either. She says, "Joey, can we be miserable Grinches together?"
You bet your ass we can. You and I cannot buy each other presents and get hammered.
Joey just became the protagonist of one of those sappy Christmas movies.
And then some friggin' ginger kid's gonna turn my life around and make me love the fucking holiday again. Is that what they do?
Yeah.
Gingerbread.
Yeah.
Ginger, that'll be his name. I'll go to a club and I meet a girl named Gingerbread. I don't know what she does for a living, but I can tell you it's not an actor.
I do have a new holiday favorite that I strongly suggest if you've not seen it yet, but it's on Netflix. It's Christmas Chronicles.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is fantastic. I watched the second one. The second one's pretty good. Not as good as the first. But I love watching that first one. That's a good feel good movie, and it gets that you get those good feels like the Hallmark.
Joey don't want to feel good, man. Joey wants to watch Krampus.
Yes. Yeah. That's me. Krampus.
Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Joey, I got one for you, Joey. Last year, because all these streaming companies have got into the originals game now. Okay.
we
Last
go.
year, Hulu produced a version of the Christmas Carol.
Oh God.
It is now. Listen, this is Guy Pearce is Scrooge, and for Iron Man 3, etc. This is the darkest, most cynical Scrooge you've ever seen.
Oh,
and he makes you cringe in 2020 kind of ways. Like, this guy is venile. Watching him transition in that last moment, his redemption.
Oh, he transitions.
No, his
What kind of
redemption.
gay shit is that?
His redemption actually, you're not actually sure how redeemed he is because it seems tenuous. So this is the darkest Christmas Carol adaptation that I have ever seen. I always encourage people to watch new things, especially if they challenge your norms. So I encourage my mom, of all people, to watch this Christmas Carol last year. Hated it because it challenged everything she thought she knew about Scrooge. This was just dark. And it's got a Christmas message, but it because it's Charles Dickens, for crying out loud. But this is dark in a 2020 kind of way. If you're going to watch a Christmas movie, Joe,
McDonald's, and he took me to Checkers. I feel a little cheated.
Yeah, I mean, they're gonna bait and switch you at the end. Just know it. It's a Christmas movie. They're gonna bait and switch you, but it's gonna get dark. It's gonna get gritty. You're gonna have a good time until then.
All right.
There's a link for you in case you want to watch.
So we are at that end time. I will say, if you want to hear more Christmas movie debate, talking about your favorite Christmas classics and all that stuff, check out Reels and Heels this Saturday at 2. Brian Winslow is mad at us now because we said Die Hard's a movie and Lethal Weapon is not a Christmas movie. So Brian, you have your own show. You can argue it on there because we decided, and I say how things go around here.
The Iron Fist.
Say how things go on your show. But if you guys want to check out more Christmas movie stuff, make sure to check out Reels and Heels this Saturday. But let's get in all the plugs. I hope you guys enjoyed the show, but let's do all the plugging. Tell people where they can find you at. Joey.
Thank you very much, sir. It's simple. At the Joey Mazzant on all social media platforms. Thank you to everybody from Back Talk with Bauer who's been showing me love. Before COVID, I had 150 subscribers on YouTube, and as of this morning, I have 3,700. So
yeah, we're almost to that 4 mark. That's awesome.
We're almost at 4. We're already getting a paycheck every 3 months from YouTube. So silver effing lining there. So the only good thing that came out of COVID is I'm now a media dude. So Thank you. I appreciate it.
I'm still a pretend media dude, but somehow this show came.
Dude, you're more real than I am. You actually have a studio. I'm literally in a bedroom in my house that I can't let people sleep at because the Simpsons couch is over there. But
technically, all I got is just some artwork on the back. I'm only like one step ahead of you. All right, Eric Pabon, where can they get your fabulous artwork at?
Thank you, sir. Thank you for having me on. Art of Eric Pabon, PABON.com. If you need custom art, if you see something you like and you want to print to decorate your house with, I'm your guy. Nerd stuff is my jam. So comic books, movies, all that stuff, artoferic.pabon.com. And if you dig, guys talking movies, I'm on a podcast called Masters of the Cinematic Universe. It's on all your podcasts.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that one.
I like that name.
Yeah, check it out. It's again, it's outside of my wheelhouse to speak at all because I trip over myself quite a bit. So I'm learning as I go.
Myself, thanks.
Yeah,
pretty good.
But thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, check it out. Let me know what you think. We got a Facebook group if you want to join and have some fun with us there.
Awesome. GW, I save you for last because I know you got all the things to plug. But you have a time limit, sir. Guys,
I'm GW Pomichter. I am the executive producer at HWWS WebTV. You can find us at HWWSWebTV.com, where you will find a listing of all of our shows, including Back Talk with Bauer. So you're here. If you're already here, you know where we are. You can find the Hangin' With Web show. That's my own show, my own internet talk show series where we interview authors, artists, filmmakers, musicians, creative minds of all kinds. Thank you. I love that. We do that every single day at 9 a.m. on the HWWS Web TV Facebook page. And during the non-COVID time, when we get back out on the road, we'll be doing it every single weekday on YouTube once again. So you can find us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all those places at Hanging With Show or at HWWS WebTV, and that's it.
It's
for
not
me.
it.
Wait, it's not it.
No, it's
Wait,
not
oh
it.
no, that's
Don't
right.
forget
we
the
are
radio.
also the directors of the HWWS Indie Music Radio
Yes,
Station.
internet radio,
all
indie music,
all the
24/7.
time, 24/7. Indie music from quite literally now over 300 indie musicians from around the world.
So many bands.
Just say,
we're loving it, guys.
okay, Google,
and you
talk
know what?
to
I want
Indie Music Radio, and bloop, you're right there.
Yeah, that's right. Just say it to Google or say it to your Amazon device, which I can't say out loud because she's back there listening.
That's right.
But you can tell it to listen to Indie Music Radio, and you'll get us, and you'll get all indies all the time.
Indeed.
And that's it, guys.
Oh, that's it. Yes.
That's it. Yeah. That's all we do. We do
Did we
everything.
stay in the time limit? Okay, we better be quiet.
Yeah. You're done. You're cut off now.
Okay.
Boom.
All right. First off, thank you guys so much for hopping on. I know it was a last minute audible thing, but I think it was a really cool episode. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you to Brian Winslow for being so cool for me, kind of slightly piggybacking on his idea of a show, but I think we did a little bit different, and I'm sure
next week on Reels and Heels, Brian Winslow talk shit about Josh Bauer. Why? Because you can.
That's what we're all here for, is to talk shit. Wait, no.
Yeah.
But no, I love messing with Brian, and I'm sure he will mess with me too. But yeah, I am Josh J. Bauer Art. You've been watching Back Talk with Bauer. If you like the artwork behind me, the logo, the intro at the beginning of the show, if you've actually stuck around that long, any of the intros you see on any of the HWWS WebTV YouTube channel videos, the painting behind GW there, yeah, it's all me. It's J Bauer Art, jbauerart.com. You can see the whole portfolio of all my graphic design stuff, videos, paintings, all that good stuff. The Threadless account, the online shop. So please head over there. If you can't find something, message me and I will help you out. I'm kind of chilling a little bit for December, but I will be picking up in January 1st with all the graphic design stuff, video editing, and all the good stuff. And if you want to sponsor this show, message me. I'm looking for new sponsors for the new year. You can have a cool shout out right at the beginning of the show before anything else starts. You can be the main sponsor. There's sponsorship opportunities on the website as well. Nice little squares that you can sponsor for just $15 a month. So if you need anything like that, let me know. Other than that, thank you guys so much for tuning in for another episode. I will catch you guys next week. Later.